All right, now here comes the bitching. Okay, so I don't think I said anything, but I've been a little under the weather for the past two days. I'm taking a new route. I just got off early off the bus. I'm over here by the Galleria, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this is going to take me right past CVS. And the reason being is because I have not been feeling good. I told y'all the importance of me cleaning up around the tent is so vital, because I've had moments where I have sat there and watched myself get sick. When we had the hurricane last year and my tent got destroyed, I think it was for about 2 days that I didn't even clean up in there. Like, I cleaned up so I could go to sleep, but I didn't clean up any of the water puddles, and it became so bad where I started to notice that when I was at home, I couldn't breathe. As soon as I got out of the tent to go to Walmart or anything, all of a sudden I could start breathing again. So I had to, buckle down and clean all them puddles up and shit, because that stuff starts to collect mold or make mold or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And same thing happened just the other day, which I'm like, man, is it the little rain that I got, did it like go in the side or like, in a corner of the mesh? And then I'm like, oh man. So I started noticing, I'm like, man, I'm not feeling good. And it's certain nights that, again, when I get home, for some weird ass reason, you would think that big ass bush that I live in would be very breezy, very cool. Hell no. It seems like it gets hotter when I go inside them bushes. And just standing there in front of the tent with the flashlight on, y'all have seen me make videos when I've walked up to my doorstep, quote unquote doorstep, and I have all that shit going on. And what if I told y'all that normally happens? I drop my damn phone. I start literally sweating profusely as if you'd have thought I sprinted home or some shit. And it gets to a point where by the time I get in that tent and turn that fan on, I've literally almost basically ran a 40-yard dash. That's how hot it gets. And I told myself during the wintertime, I wouldn't say a motherfucking word the entire summer. The entire winter. You think I followed through on my promise to myself? Hell yeah. Rain, wet, cold, thunderstorm, cold, flooded. I didn't say shit, because I knew that this disgusting season was right around the corner. 9 to 10 months of just blistering heat. Nights is 79, 82 degrees. Like, what the hell? So, yeah, I hate the fucking summer. And I think I'm a real Texan at heart, but at the same time, I feel like I can make it anywhere. And if I had to choose, I would go to Chicago or something, somewhere where I'm watching niggas on YouTube talking about, man, it's the summer and it's 54 degrees out here. I'm like, whoa, let me go home to 50-some degrees in the month of June. You know what I mean? So that's what's been going on with my health. I got a real, little cough, a little, mucus and shit, coughing up a little mucus. But energy levels are just shot, have no energy. And today I woke up, checked my schedule, 5 to midnight, basically means 5 to 1. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck am I going up there today? Like, it makes no sense. And this is when it starts to get annoying. This is when I used to tell my dad, I don't want to sit in no place for 12 hours a fucking day, 7 or 5 days a week. I hate being in I don't know if it's some type of mental condition I got, but I hate being in the same place for that fucking long, that many times a week, day after day after day after day after day. And again. So, I tell the lady, we got a new lady. She's pretty. But I inform her, I said, hey, you closing by yourself? And she was like, no, I'm closing with Janet. And I was like, well, I'm just letting you know, I'm not feeling well. I have no energy. No motivation to want to be here. And see, when the double standard. So I explained this to her. What do you think she goes and does? She goes and whispers that to Janet. And Janet doesn't come up to me like a real woman would do. No, she just says out loud, I'm tired too. I'm tired too. I work here every day and I'm tired too. So, of course, now, y'all should know how I roll by now. You think Charles gonna let that shit just ride and not say nothing? No. So I walked up to the lady and was like, was that her response to you telling her that I'm not feeling well? She was like, yeah. I said, that's how funny. I've never called in. I've never left this bitch early, unless it was an emergency, which was probably once, where I like left my phone or some shit at home or something like that, something wild. But this is how you respond to me. And then she goes, and I'm sitting there telling the nigga like, how the hell am I gonna tell you how I feel? And then you turn around and say, well, it's about me. That's what you basically saying. I'm telling you I don't feel good, and you turn that shit into I don't feel good. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you, woman. Y'all, I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not used to any of this. I'm thinking it's gonna get me past CVS. Yeah. So, after I told her that, man, that shit had me hot. That shit had me mad as hell because, once again, when I came into work and you was like, Carla wants me to tell you that you need to log on to this thing and do this computer shit. And I done told this lady already, like, bro, I cannot recover that email. That email's gone. This stupid fucking two-step verification shit has to be the dumbest shit since password security. Like, it's ridiculous. They just assume you have another phone. If I smash this phone on the ground, go buy another phone, they're gonna be like, can we send stuff to the other phone? Why, you dumb motherfucker? I don't have the phone. Can you use a tablet? No. Fucking Google and the fucking technology is so annoying, man. I've been doing this shit for probably a month already, trying to recover that email. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I told her, like, hey, I don't want Carla, nailing your ass. So, I'm going to try to go to Walmart tomorrow, hopefully fix the screen on the phone, and try to get that email recovered so I can not only get to this work, but get to other shit that I need to do in my personal life, and so that, again, I'm sure a lot of managers wish employees reacted how I do. Like, oh, okay, that was really simple and easy. Thanks. So then, when I told her I didn't feel good, or told the other lady, and then she told Janet I didn't, hey, he's gonna have to go or something. She was like, yeah, okay, well, I have to work here every day. I'm tired too. So let me clear up something, you stupid bitch. As long as you get to go home, first of all, as long as you get to get in a truck, crank it up, run the air, go home, walk inside, crank the air, go to the shower, crank your hot shower, get out, put your clothes on while the air is cranked, lay down, sit down on a seat, and then doze off, and then wake up fully recharged. As long as you're doing that, Janet, you're not even in my universe, okay? And she tried to say that it has nothing to do with it. I was like, are you fucking stupid? I'm outside in this moist heat all goddamn day. Like, I'm not feeling very well, and it's just like, bro, my resume is impeccable compared to all these other people. You better leave me the fuck alone. So, I guess she seen me just walking around that hole like damn near sleepwalking. Had my eyes closed, didn't want to look up. Just tired. Damn sure didn't want to be in the building. Just getting sick being in that motherfucker all day. And the next thing I know, she was like, Madison came up to me and was like, hey, Janet said she's going to send you home early, blah, 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 blah. So just kind of clean up and so you can get ready to go. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, dude, Like, that's what your answer should have been in the first place. I told y'all about that time I asked her to ring me up a 10-inch piece, and she was like, not right now. She be so ready to she be so ready to treat me like shit that she starts to feel like shit when she see that I'm not that guy that you should be trying to treat like that. And then again, like I said, it's all about who you like. It's all about who we like. You know how many times this manager, oh my God, y'all, I didn't walk smooth past CVS. I was supposed to go down one more block. Fuck. But look, here's this car. He could have been in turn. Oh, okay. Damn, that was stupid. I basically just, yeah, that was for no reason. That was for no reason. But again, I tried to ignore my hunger. Ignore all that shit. Because I'd already spent damn near $200. $100 to get the game out. $10 to eat. I think another $10 on, what the fuck else I spent another $10 on? Just spending too fucking much, bro. And I told y'all, I'm tired of this shit. I am not monetized on fucking YouTube. Cash apps don't come like, you know, like the mail every goddamn day. So it's like, dog, I gotta find a way to curb this shit. I really do. Because I'm tired of being dependent upon cash apps and all this other silly ass shit. And I told y'all, it's moments like that where I'm like, bro, I'm out of here. I'm tired too. I didn't ask you. Goodbye. And then I feel like it just feels like I'm hungry. I feel like I just want to take a shower, sit down, eat, chill. So that's how I know. That's how I know that I'm not built to be in these fucking places all day. The minute I left that hole, I already felt like, man, I just want to go get something to eat, take a shower, and go home and chill. 5 to 12 on a Wednesday. For fucking what? Shit is dumb. And that made me say to myself, see, I always tell y'all, bro, it's always something that sabotage either a relationship I might have or whatever the fucking case may be, where now I feel bad for treating that lady like that. She got to see that side of me. You see? There's always something that will put itself in the way of me just being able to legitimately do my job. Rather it's being drowsy from medicine, rather it's having 2 write-ups and you're back against the wall, rather it's we done got a new manager, now this manager want to test me. Whatever the case may be, there's always something that's like, God damn, dude, I wish I was normal and go to work and say, I'm tired. Go home. Fuck no. She was like, she tells me, she goes, okay, if you go home, you got to get a doctor's note. And I was like, do you know what that requires? That requires me to have to find a ride to Memorial Hermann, stay there overnight with my belongings in the bushes, and go through this whole thing in which that's why my income tax check's been so fucking low. It's all that time before I was, found the meds and all that shit, and I was really suffering. That was all them times that I was going to the emergency room and trying to find legitimate help. And I racked up so much money in medical fees and really didn't get anything done. Didn't get shit done. They took that money out of my taxes. So the past 2 years, I done had a $400 check and a $200 check. So I got pissed off and was like, bro, you basically finna put me in debt. I'm not going. So I was like, if I gotta float around this bitch and just go to the bathroom and sit in that hole, I will. Because I'm not finna do this. No, that's not gonna happen. She was like, nothing's free. She's like I said, she tries to talk to me like I'm the one walking around there late, being disrespectful and all that. That's how she talked to me. And I'm telling you, and I already said, like, the one time that we were talking, and I tried to explain to her, like, bro, she ain't finna be talking to me like that. Like, she was like, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me. I mean, it's almost like a push button racist motherfucker. Like, you just ready to unleash some type of prejudice against niggas. You don't do it to Caesar because Caesar's an ass kisser. He's almost like the village idiot that you just kind of got to have mercy on. He'll make a mistake. Oh, wait, I thought it said pepperoni and steak. Fuck. And I mean, the way they be cussing in that hole, I'm like, bro, if I ever drop F-bombs and shit like that, dude, she would cut me off in mid-sentence like, dude, you're at work. know how many times Madison 18-year-old ass come around there, Janet, you want to buy some shit? I'm finna order some shit too. And I'm like, whoa, this woman is 35 years older than you. Why are you talking like that? But these are the people that get to make food, don't pay for it. They get the, Janet, I stumped my toe. Can I go home? Yeah, go ahead and clean the lobby and you can go. Like, what the fuck? So Madison will try to come tell me, why don't you do that? No. It don't work like that for Charles. It don't work like that for Charles.